Hey everyone, so the holiday makeup sets are here and I thought I would sit down and talk about them in today's video. There will probably be more that launch over the next few weeks, but I just wanted to kind of talk about the first round of them and share the ones that I think are the best deal in terms of value, the ones that kind of caught my eye that I'm thinking about trying, and then maybe a few that I plan on giving as gifts to the beauty lovers in my life. So I'm excited just to talk about them. I honestly thought they were going to start being released earlier in the month. I don't know if it was last year or the year before when brands started launching them, like end of August, very beginning of September. And I might just be a little bit late to the game because I haven't really been looking through the new products, but I started scrolling through them yesterday on Sephora's website and Ulta's website, and there were a lot of them. So I just kind of wanted to highlight a few that I think are really interesting. I feel like some brands do holiday sets really well, and they're the brands that I tend to look for every year. But I also think a lot of brands haven't launched their holiday sets yet. I didn't see anything from Fenty, nothing from Urban Decay, Tower 28. So I'm still waiting to see what those brands launch as well as a few other brands. But in the meantime, I thought I would share the ones that are available and the ones that I think are maybe worth giving a second look. So let's jump into it. So there are quite a few Sephora favorite sets, but there's just one that I wanted to highlight that I think is probably one of the better ones in terms of value. This one is the Sephora Favorites Makeup Must-Have Set. So it's $54, but it's $150 in terms of value. Now, sometimes that valuation is helpful, but sometimes it is a little bit inflated. So don't always go by that, but I do think it is something to take into account if you're looking to get the best deal for your money. And with this one, I do think it is a pretty good deal because you get the option to try a lot of different brands. You get 3 full-size products, and then you also get some minis as well. So you get a full-sized Ilia mascara. This one is the Limitless Lash Lengthening Clean Mascara. It does a really good job at separating and lifting your lashes. I have tried that one and I do like it. You also get a full-size KVD Beauty Tattoo Liquid Liner. I feel like it's really nice to get a full-size black liquid liner because I feel like that's something that a lot of people like to use, and that formula is nice. And then also a full-size ABH Brow Freeze. As for the mini products, there's kind of a mix of products that I love and then products that I would be kind of curious to try. So I love the Polish Toy Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. That is one of my staple skincare products that I repurchase over and over. So that one is really nice. There's also a mini Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, which is my favorite. There's a mini Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. I don't know exactly what shade this is because I don't think it says, but it looks like a bright orangey coral. I did finally try that formula a few months ago and I really love it. So I'm kind of considering a Rare Beauty set that I'll talk about in a second. And then there is a mini Grande Cosmetics Grande Lash, which is like an eyelash enhancing serum, a mini Fenty Gloss Bomb and Fenty Glow, and then a Natasha Denona Baby Retro palette that actually comes with 3 shadows. I wonder if Natasha Denona is going to launch any of these like 3-pan palettes for the holidays or anything else. I know she just launched the My Dream collection, but I don't think that was technically a holiday release. So anyway, I guess I've tried a lot of products in this kit, so I don't know that it's something that I would personally buy, but it might be something that I would give as a gift to someone because I know that it has a lot of my favorite products, things that work really well. I think the holiday set I was most hoping for this year was like a Rare Beauty liquid blush set because I did try a Rare Beauty liquid blush a few months ago, like I said, and a little bit goes such a long way. I'll never be able to use that up completely or even make like a really good dent in it because even if I was to wear that like once a week, which I don't typically wear it that often because I have a lot of blushes and I like to switch it up every single day, it would just take me forever to use it up fully. So this is the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush 3-piece set. It's $30 but $40 in value. And for me, this is something that is totally worth the money because I like that you get 3 different options for $30. I'd rather have that than buying like 1 or 2 full-size blushes. How much are the Rare Beauty blushes? A full-size blush is $20. So I definitely think the full-size blushes are worth it because the quality is really good, but I like the idea of having multiple shades in smaller sizes. Although this set does come with 1 full-size blush and then 2 travel sizes. Now 2 of the shades are existing shades, so if you already have these, it won't be worth picking up to you. But I have the shade Hope, which is like a really light soft pink, and this set comes with a full-size blush in the shade Encourage, which is described as a soft neutral pink. So Encourage is definitely deeper than the shade that I have. It's something that I would love to wear during the winter, so I feel like I could get a lot of use out of that one. And then it also comes with a mini in the shade Happy. Happy is described as a dewy, cool toned pink. It's so pretty on the models on Sephora's website. I feel like it probably gives a similar effect to that one Dior blush that was going around that's like a really bright bubblegum pink. But again, they're kind of customizable, so you could go in with really small amount or build it up to be more intense as well. And then the shade Truth, which is a set exclusive. So that's not an existing shade. It's a new shade specifically for this holiday set, which is a little bit deeper. It's a really gorgeous color. I feel like this would be really pretty on the lips too. I've seen people using these on the lips. I haven't actually tried mine on the lips because I wonder how it would feel. Like, does it feel really dry? Or, I mean, it doesn't feel dry on the cheeks, but I do feel like maybe it would be a little bit dry on the lips. Anyway, I think I'll end up picking this up just because I have been wanting to try more shades, and for me, this makes a lot of sense. $30 for 3 colors is actually a really good deal, especially because one of them is a full-size blush. So I'm excited about that one. That's probably like #1 on my list in terms of value sets. Rare Beauty actually has a few different sets available for the holiday season, but the other one that I wanted to highlight in today's video is this one. It is the Perfect Strokes Eye Essentials Duo. It's $28 but $39 in value, and you get 2 full-size products. So you get a full-sized Perfect Strokes matte liquid liner, which I haven't tried, but I would be curious to try that out because I feel like I've heard a lot of people say good things about it, and honestly, every Rare Beauty product I've tried so far, I've really enjoyed, and I haven't tried that one. And then you also get the Perfect Strokes Universal Volumizing Mascara, which I do love. I actually got a mini as, I think, a gift with purchase. Maybe it was when I purchased the blush, and it really does such a great job at lifting my lashes, adding a ton of volume, a really good amount of length. It's very buildable, really, really nice, but it doesn't look really heavy or clumpy on the eyes. The only thing is it's very difficult to remove at the end of the night. Even if I use like my favorite cleansing balms, I feel like I usually have to go in twice to remove all of my eye makeup. But I feel like I can kind of deal with it because it just looks so good on the lashes. So I might end up picking that one up too. I wanted to highlight it in case you love those products as well. So Tarte actually has a lot of good holiday sets this year, and Tarte usually does launch quite a few sets. And it's funny because in the past, Tarte wasn't a brand that I was really that excited about, like their regular launches, but their holiday launches sometimes pulled me in. So there are a couple of holiday launches that I wanted to highlight. The first one is one that I purchased last year, although this is like a different variation. This one is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Squad lip set. So I think last year when they launched it, the Juicy lips weren't quite as popular as they are now, but I picked it up and I got so much use out of it, and I still have some of them. So this is a really nice option if you've been wanting to try the Juicy lips or you love them, because for $39 you get 4 full-size lip products. So this one is $84 in value. I think this is such a nice option if you like the colors. That's the key though when it comes to things like this. If you don't like the colors in the set, it's not going to make a lot of sense to purchase it, or if you don't even like 2 of the colors in the set, because then it's not really a good deal if you're not using them. One thing that's really nice about Tarte holiday products is they come in really giftable packaging. So if you're purchasing products and you want to split them up for different gifts, like if you have 2 people in your life who love this product, you can split them in different duos, and it doesn't look like you just pulled 2 lip products out of packaging, if that makes sense. They actually come in boxes. You can write like to and from on them. So I feel like that's just a nice added touch if you're someone who purchases these products with the intent to give them away. I purchased a lot of them for myself, but that is a nice touch. So this set comes with 2 of the Juicy lips in limited edition shades. So these aren't actually available, which is really nice. I think the colors look really pretty. I'll share some swatches with you guys on the screen. And then there is also one lipstick, which I haven't tried their lipstick formula, but it looks really nice, and the color definitely looks like a shade that I would wear. And then one of the lip plumpers. I did purchase one of the Juicy lip plumpers when they first came out, and I don't know, I didn't feel like it did anything significant for my lips in terms of plumping, and I also felt like the formula was a little more sheer than the original. So out of the 2, I do prefer like the original Juicy lip formula, but it's really not different enough that I wouldn't consider trying it if there was a shade that I was curious about. So anyway, I think this is a really, really good deal. This is also one that I'm eyeing. This is the 3rd one on my list, but it's definitely something that I think is really nice if you love these lip products. I also feel like this one will sell out because the Tarte Juicy Lips, they're so popular. I feel like ever since they went viral on TikTok, it's kind of been hard to get your hands on them. So I just think that one has the potential to sell out before the holiday season. Another good holiday set that Tarte typically does is a set of mascaras. So if you love Tarte mascaras, it's a nice time to stock up on some of your favorites for a discounted price. But I also think that these make really good gifts because if you have someone in your life who loves makeup, but you don't know like what type of eyeshadow they like or what type of lip products, I feel like a lot of people just love mascara. So these are really nice because for $40, you're getting 3 full-size mascaras. They're $72 in value. And that one definitely checks out because if you were to purchase all 3 mascaras separately, it'd be $72. So the first one that's available at Sephora comes with 3 of their best-selling mascaras. And again, just a nice bonus touch, these are individually packaged, so you can break them apart and include them in multiple gifts if that's something you would want to do. So the first one is the Surfer Curl. I haven't tried this one. I actually got this in a set. It's in one of my drawers right now. I'm just trying to work my way through a few other ones. I finally tried, I think, the other 2 mascaras that I got from Tarte last year, but the Surfer Curl is supposed to give you a natural look with volume and curl. I have tried Lights Camera Lashes. That one's not my favorite, but a ton of people like that one. That one's supposed to give you volume, length, curl, and it's supposed to condition your lashes. I feel like it's a little more of a dry formula, which a lot of people do like really dry formulas. I prefer a super wet mascara formula, something that I can build up and get to look really dramatic. And then they include the newer Tartelette Tubing Mascara, which is so good. This is currently my #1 mascara. It was on sale during the 21 Days of Beauty and I picked up 2 of them. I wear this one all the time. I have it on today. I don't know if you can tell because again, I feel like my lashes have not been the best lately. Did I say that earlier? I think I was thinking about saying it and then I cut myself off, but I don't know, my eyes have been kind of irritated lately just because of allergies and I feel like whenever that happens, I'm rubbing them even though you're not supposed to and I end up losing lashes. So whenever fall rolls around, my eyelashes just aren't the best. So anyway, this mascara is nice because it does make them look longer. I usually am not the biggest fan of tubing mascaras, but I'm telling you, this one makes your lashes look so long. It's so good. So I love that one. There's also a set at Ulta that comes with 3 mascaras as well. Same price, same deal in terms of value. So you get the tubing mascara, you also get the Lights Camera Lashes, but instead of the Surfer Curl, you get the Man Eater. I haven't tried the Surfer Curl mascara, but I have tried Man Eater. Man Eater does a really good job at lengthening your lashes. It kind of gives a similar effect to the Tartelette Tubing Mascara, but it's not a tubing mascara. So I would personally go with that one just because I know that the Man Eater works well. But the Surfer Curl sounds like it's more ideal if you like more of a natural lash look. Okay, 2 other Tarte sets that I wanted to talk about. I'm not planning on picking these up, but I feel like they could make a good gift idea, or they could be a nice option if you are someone who's really into the specific shades in these palettes. So the first one is the Tarte Gilded Glamour Amazonian Clay Eyeshadow Wardrobe. So this is a set of 2 limited edition palettes with 36 matte and shimmer shadows, and it's $54. They say that it's $252 in terms of value. This is a set where I feel like the value is definitely inflated. If this was actually worth $252, they're implying that each palette has a value of $126, which is just not the case because Tarte never charges that much for their eyeshadows. Even the eyeshadows that are a little bit bigger, a little more expensive, like the newest Tarte Man Eater, I think that one's $54. So I feel like that value is just ridiculous. I wouldn't take that into account. But I'm really impressed by the Tarte Man Eater palette. I have been blown away by the quality. It's been like my #1 palette this fall. I am wearing it on my eyes today, although I kind of have a mix of shadows on. So I do have one brown shadow from the Persona Identity. And then as a base, I have like a ColourPop Super Shock shadow that's a little bit of a darker green. So it's not like a fully accurate representation of the Tarte Man Eater palette. I did do a full review on it, including 2 different looks if you want to see how it performs. But I'm curious to know if the formula in these palettes is similar to the Man Eater because if so, I feel like this is a great option. It's hard to know because obviously I haven't tried it, although it might be available in stores to kind of swatch and see. But even looking at the layout, like the actual shape of the pans is the same. And I don't know, it could be promising. So one palette's a little bit more cool toned, one's a little bit more warm toned. If you guys try this, you'll have to let me know what you think. I'm really curious to know how it just compares to other Tarte eyeshadows in general. But I do think the colors are pretty, and I feel like as far as holiday sets go, this could be a good option to give as a gift for someone. Tarte also did a cheek palette. This one is the Precious Gems Amazonian Clay cheek palette. It's $39. They're saying $90 in terms of value. I didn't break that one down to know for sure, but it does come with 5 limited edition blushes, one of their bronzers. I have tried their cheek palettes in the past. I feel like they kind of switch back and forth. So some years they'll do like a cheek palette, some years they'll do a set of mini individual blushes, which I tend to prefer because I'll usually keep the shades I know I'll wear and then pass the other ones along. But I would say if you are a fan of their Amazonian Clay formula, it's a little bit more of like a dry formula, but it stays in place really well throughout the day. And if you love these colors, it could be a good option. It comes with 4 matte blushes, 1 luminous blush, and then 1 bronzer. I don't plan on picking this up. I'm just not like a big cheek palette fan these days. I feel like I'd rather just go for an individual blush I know I'll wear rather than purchasing a palette that has shades I wouldn't get a ton of use out of. But I don't think $39 is a bad price point at all. I've tried this formula in the past, and I really enjoyed it because it does last on my oily skin. But it's been a while since I've purchased one of their Amazonian Clay cheek products. So Hourglass also released some cheek palettes for the holidays, as they always do. This year they actually launched 3, which I think is great. I love that they're finally listening to consumer feedback. It is long overdue. This is the Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked Face Palette, and they have an elephant one, a butterfly one, and then also a tiger one. Honestly, I haven't watched any reviews on these. I've seen them kind of pop up, and I do feel like they're cute this year, and they're kind of customizable. So if you order them directly from the Hourglass website, I guess you can choose the design that you want. So if you like one of the color stories, like on Sephora's website, this one is the tiger palette. If you love this color story, but you don't want the tiger packaging, I guess you can put it in like the butterfly packaging or the elephant packaging. I do think that is kind of fun, but I wonder if they can do that, it'd be really nice if they could create like a fully customizable holiday palette. So between these 3 palettes, they have 18 different shades, like blushes, highlighters, bronzers. It would be so nice if you could go on their website and choose which 6 of those shades you want in your holiday palette. I don't know that they would ever do that because I feel like maybe it would be more difficult to plan. Or not difficult to plan, maybe more difficult to fulfill. I feel like there aren't a ton of brands that do a lot of customizable face palettes like this, at least during the holiday season, because if they sold out of like 1 or 2 of the shades, then you wouldn't have as many options. But I do like the fact that they have 3 different options now. It would be amazing to be able to customize it even more, but I just don't know how practical that is for the holiday season. It'd be nice to just have that option all year round. I feel like people would probably be willing to pay a little bit more to get all 6 shades they know they would love and use. But again, I'm not really into face palettes right now. I've had some of the Hourglass palettes in the past, and there are always just like 1 or 2 shades in each palette that I don't end up using very often. So for me, I just, again, prefer to have palettes or even single products I know that I'll use over and over again. But those are available now on Sephora's website if you're interested in checking them out. Too Faced did a lot of holiday sets. They tend to do the same things every single year, and I don't know, they must sell, honestly, because they haven't switched it up for years. Like when I look at this Too Faced holiday collection, I'm just trying to pull it up. A lot of these products look like they could have been launched in like 2014, 2015. So I feel like maybe they do that. They kind of stick with this old school packaging just because when people see it, they feel a little bit nostalgic. And maybe it's like a tradition for you to purchase the Too Faced holiday sets every year. So I probably won't touch on most of those just because I don't know. I feel like they're not the most interesting sets out there, but there is one Too Faced set I wanted to mention. So this set comes with 2 full-sized Better Than Sex mascaras. If you are a big fan of this mascara, if it's your favorite and you repurchase it over and over, then this is going to be a great set for you because for $36 you get 2. They're normally $28 each. So if you were to purchase them separately, it'd be $56. So you can save $20 by purchasing this set. If you're not sure about this mascara, I wouldn't purchase this set. It doesn't make sense. But I do know people like in my real life who love that mascara and swear by it. So it is nice to be able to save if it's something you repurchase over and over. Milk Makeup launched a kit. This is called the Starter Pack Natural Makeup Look Set. It's $28 but $70 in value, and you actually get 1 full-size product and then 3 minis. And I feel like this makes sense because it is a lot of their best-selling products that are very hyped up. So if you've been curious to try them out, this could be a nice option. The full-size product is their bronzer stick, like their cream bronzer. I do have this, and I do think it is really nice. I don't think it's my favorite cream bronzer that I have out of all of the ones I've tried, but It is nice, it works well. It's not overly creamy, and I do feel like it stays in place really well. You also get a mini Hydro Grip Primer, which definitely works well to lock your makeup into place. A mini Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. I recently tried this and I love it. I love using it as a primer before I do my makeup. In fact, if I get through the one that I actually have a mini and it's lasted me such a long time, I will repurchase it during the Sephora VIP sale. And then you also get a mascara, or a mini mascara, their new Rise mascara, which I haven't tried. I actually haven't heard a lot about that one. I feel like it's nice they're switching it up and they're not including the Kush mascara, because we typically see that one in their sets. But if you wanted to try out the new one, that one's included too. $28 for those products I think is a pretty good price point, because those minis will last a long time. The Hydro Grip Primer, like a little bit, goes such a long way. Same thing with the spray. And then I always love mini mascaras because I feel like they usually last me a good amount of time too. One brand that I think does a really good job with their sets around the holidays is Buxom. Buxom lip glosses are really nice, but they can be a little bit expensive, especially if you're someone who doesn't really go through full-size lip products very often. I feel like a lot of the time it can make more sense to purchase a holiday set so you can get more colors and less product of each one and actually have more variety. So they actually did two sets I wanted to mention. The first one is the Mini Band of Babes Full-On Plumping Lip Polish Set. It's $29 but $52 in value. And this one actually comes with 4 of their lip polishes, 2 limited edition shades and then 2 permanent shades. What's nice about Buxom is they typically do lip swatches. So if you're on Sephora's website or Ulta's website, you can see what the lip gloss looks like on different skin tones, like each shade, which is really nice because sometimes there's just not enough variety within the set and the colors end up looking very, very similar, and I'll just skip over it. But I do feel like there are a couple of different shades in here that are really pretty. If you're looking for more options, they actually have the main event set. This one's $45 but $91 in value. So you get a full-size lip plumper. This is their Plump Shot Collagen Infused Lip Serum. I do think it works well. I do have this, and I think it's a little bit less intense than like the Too Faced lip plumpers, but I noticed when I use it, my lips do look a little bit more full. And then you get 5 best-selling lip polish glosses. So again, if you scroll over, you can see what they look like on the lips, including the lip plumper as well. I like that they included best-selling shades in here because I feel like it's just nice to be able to try out shades that are typically available. So if you fall in love with one, you know that you can always purchase the full-size lip gloss as well. My mom loves the Buxom lip glosses, so I always get her one of those sets during the holiday season. Okay, I'm almost done. There are 2 more things I wanted to mention. There's a beautyBlender set. So I'm personally not a beautyBlender fan. I don't hate beautyBlender. I just feel like there are so many good affordable makeup sponges that I don't really purchase beautyBlenders, but some people swear by the beautyBlender. They cannot do their makeup without it. And if that is you, this is a really good deal. So you get 3 beautyBlenders in different shades. You get pink, amethyst, and sapphire for $49, and then you also get a cleanser and a silicone scrub mat. So the beautyBlender is normally $20. So if you were to purchase 3, it'd be $60. I feel like you're not saving a ton with this set because you get the 3 sponges for, you know, $11 less than purchasing them separately, but you also get the cleanser and the silicone scrub mat. So if you do like those 2 additional products, it might be worth checking out. The last thing I want to mention is a set from Grande Lash. They normally do a couple of sets during the holiday season, but I think this one is the best deal in terms of value. This one is the First Class Beauty Lash and Brow Set. It's $69. It's a little bit more expensive, but Grande Lash products are pretty expensive, so this one's actually $149 in terms of value. So you get a full-size version and a mini version of the Grande Lash, which is their lash enhancing serum. And I have been using that. I did stop because, like I said, I have allergies during the fall and my eyes are so irritated and everything irritates them. So I was using that, and then I was also testing out the one from The Ordinary, but they just made my eyes a little more irritated. And it's not the actual product because I was using them before allergy season started and my eyes were fine. So I just took a break from them, but I did notice that it was making my lashes longer, especially my bottom lashes. So you do get 2, like I said, the full size and the mini. You also get a travel size of the Grande Brow, which is the brow enhancing serum. And then you get a mini Grande liner, which is a liquid liner that also has lash enhancing properties. So basically for the price of a full size Grande Lash, you get the Grande Lash and then you also get those 3 additional products. So again, if you're someone who would have paid full price for the Grande Lash anyway, this will be nice to have because you get those additional products. products. The minis last a long time. Even if you're kind of curious about the Grande Lash and you're not sure if it would work for you, it might be worth purchasing the mini first because some people do experience irritation. I mean, it's the same with any product out there. It could work really well for you. It might not work for you at all. The thing about the Grande Lash is you do have to use it pretty consistently. Like the first time I used it and saw amazing results, I used it every single night for 3 full months. And I did start to see results after like maybe a month and a half, 2 months. So I don't know if a mini would last quite that long, but after you use it for those 3 months, for me personally, I would just use it like every other night, every 2 nights, and I still felt like it kind of maintained my results. I don't know if those are the official directions, so don't just take my word for it. I think technically they say if you want to maintain your results, you have to use it every night, but there are also more affordable serums out there. The Ordinary makes one, and I was using that one as well. So as soon as my eyes are no longer irritated, I do plan on going back to either one of those and using them consistently. But I do think they do work well. Okay, I feel like I was talking forever. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're still watching, I really appreciate you being here. I'll definitely do a part 2 when some of the additional brands launch their holiday sets. But I just wanted to highlight a couple of options that I thought were a really good deal in terms of value. I want to do a video like this on drugstore sets because a lot of drugstores and just more affordable brands also launch holiday sets, and I think there are some great deals out there as well. So maybe I'll do a video on some of my favorites as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you very soon with a new one. Bye.